Hey guys, it's Deborah. So, I'm a little bit, my voice sounds kind of weird in my head. My ears are a little stuffed up, so just ignore that. And I also had a cheer competition yesterday, so my hair is really ugly looking because I couldn't get the tangles out after I got out of the shower because there were a lot of them, and now it just looks really poofy. So ignore that, please. Yeah. There's also been a little bit of a camera angle change thing because movement. Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys the 16 books that I want to read for sure in 2016, and my reading goal for this year is 60 books. I know that this video is a little late, like a month late, but deal with it because I haven't really been at my dad's house very much so far this year because he's out of town a lot during tax season, but oh well. Okay, so the first book that I want to read, which I'm already like a few pages into, is called Six of Crows, and it is by Leigh Bardugo. I was about to say that, but then I wasn't sure, so just deal with it. I'm not going to give like a rough what it's about because I'm not exactly sure what each book is about. Like this one is also obvious. This one is about some type of heist among 4 people, 6 people. Yeah, that's just about all I know about this book. But I know it takes place in the Grisha world, right? Yeah, in the Grisha trilogy with Red Rising and all those other books that I haven't read yet. So if this gives any spoilers to that series, can you guys tell me if you've read them? Oh, and also, the pages are nice and black, and it's so pretty. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, so next I have Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. At this point, it is February, and I've been reading this and trying to finish it for a long time. Like I was only like 50 pages in or something whenever I've been trying to read this because I've had like hardly any time to read, and I ended up finishing it within like within a week once I actually started getting into the actual plot of the book, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. But I'll tell you more about that in my book review, which I have filmed but have not edited yet. And then also Glass Sword comes out in like 3 days. So I'm getting pumped for that because I'm ready for it to be here because I want to buy it and I want to read that sucker. And then my birthday was yesterday or a few days ago as I'm filming this video. Yeah, Glass Sword, which is the sequel to this one, comes out February 9th, I believe, which is 2 days from now. So yeah. Anyways, okay, so and then as well as Red Queen, I want to read Cruel Crown, which is like it's kind of like, I think it's kind of like a novella, and it has the backgrounds and the histories of 2 of the like the enemy and the enemy of the enemy, and it basically has like, I'm going to assume why they're like this or why they are how they are, rather than being very chill and stuff. But I'm gonna blow through this because it's only like 200 pages. Oh, and it's got like and it's got like 50 pages of, yes, this will hold me over until it comes out. Okay, I can deal with this. I got this. Okay. Next I have, it's kind of a funny story by Ned Vizzini. Okay, I've heard a little bit about this on BookTube. I honestly don't really know what it's about, but yeah. So I got it at my discount bookstore, and I have seen it around BookTube before, so I was like, ooh, okay. It was like $5, so I bought it. Or actually, my dad bought it, but oh well. Okay, so next, turn around. Here it is. Okay, so next I want to read The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, whatever it is. I also got this at my discount bookstore. It is the movie cover, but it was like, it was $7.95, and it was originally $13. So, bam, cheaper prices just hit you right in the face. I don't really know what this is about, so, shame. Okay. Oh, next. Okay. So next I have a trilogy that I want to finish reading. I have read the first book, Delirium, by Lauren Oliver. I thought the first book was really, really good. And I started reading the second book and it lost my interest. Because there were other books that I really wanted to read at this time, and I read about halfway through it and it still was not grasping me. Well, it finally did start to grasp my attention, and then I ended up putting it down for something else. I think it was Magnus Chase. I don't remember. And then the last book called Requiem. But it is a trilogy with the same person on the face, or on the cover, over and over again. So yeah. Okay, so I only have the first book in the series. Let's find it. My entire shelf is gonna fall apart at this point, I think. Okay, so I have the Selection by Kiera Cass. I have read, this one, the Elite, the One, and the Air. I have read them all, but I only own this one because I bought them on my phone. So, yeah. And The Crown comes out, I think that's the name of it, in like May. I looked up the date and it was like May something, or I don't know. And, oh, I can hear a little bit. Ooh, okay. And I'm really excited because, have you read these? No? Okay. If we haven't, I highly suggest them. Okay, so next I have Hex Hall, which right here. Okay, so I bought these two books at my discount bookstore. Again, are you seeing a trend here? So we have Hex Hall and Demon Glass by Rachel Hawkins. Rachel Hawkins also wrote Rebel Belle and Miss Mayhem. I need to read Miss Mayhem. And these were originally like 17 bucks. Whoa, I dropped it. And I got them for 10. Ooh. Okay, let's see what's this one's. Alright, so my grandma gave me this one a while back. I wanted it mostly because the cover was very pretty, if you cannot tell. And she read it and she liked it too. But I learned that it was the second book in a series via the back because it said read the Don't Miss Sanctus now in paperback or something. So I now have Sanctus that I got at the discount bookstore. And I'm going to read them eventually. Because I honestly have no idea what it's about, other than this one had like monks or something. I don't know. But they have very pretty covers, and there's two of them now, so I will actually have an idea of what's going on in the second one. My stack is just growing and growing. Oh, okay, Lady Midnight, which is the first book in the Dark Artifices, which is a new trilogy. I believe it's probably a trilogy, I'm not sure, by Cassandra Clare, which is a continuation type thing of the Mortal Instruments, which are right here somewhere if you can't see them. So this series is phenomenal. If you haven't read them, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but I still need to read the Infernal Devices, so. But I am really excited for that one to come out because they introduced the characters in the last book. So that's probably why it was so big, because it had like two different storylines going on at the same time. And so now the characters that were added in, at the time we had no idea that we were going to get another trilogy again. And now we have it, or it's coming. And I don't know when it's coming out, so don't ask me that, but you know, whatever. Whatever. Okay, so next I have Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. My tower is falling down. Oh goodness. There's no way I'm picking this up. Okay, so my dad let me pick out some books when I went to the bookstore the other day. Yesterday, actually. But we're going to ignore that, so. Anyways, I got 2 things. I got the box set of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. And I also got, where did it go? Cruel Crown, which is the prequel thing to Red Queen. So I now have the box set of these babies because, well, Jesse the reader absolutely loves them. They're like his favorite series. So I now have them all. I'm not even sure what they're about exactly other than really weird children. But, you know, they're on my TBR, so let's just pretend I know what they're about. Okay. Oh, next I have Throne of Glass. So, I specifically asked my friend to get me this for my birthday, and she already bought it because she was walking by the bookstore and she sent me a picture. And I was like, I want a book. And she was like, what do you want? And I was like, and I have a birthday coming up, so bam, there we go. And she was like, what do you want? And so I told her Throne of Glass, and now I'm getting it for my birthday. So, I'm excited to read this. All I know is that it's about an assassin, and Christine from Home Bananas Books loves them. So, and everybody else on BookTube seems to love them. So I'm gonna get them, and I'm going to read them. Hopefully. Okay, next I have the Infernal Devices trilogy by Cassandra Clare. I am so upset because I can't find the old book covers. We have a Books A Million here. We don't have a Barnes & Noble. So when we went to a different town over for my cheer competition, we looked at the Barnes & Noble there. And they didn't have the old covers there either. And I am so mad because I don't want the new covers and the old covers combined together in my trilogies. Or my series is by Cassandra Clare in the Shadowhunter world. And I am mad now because... Okay. Next, I have Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, which I do have somewhere. It's at my mother's house. And I'm reading it right now, but I left it at my... It's about... It's the fan fiction that was written in Fangirl. Ooh, and I dropped some... It was the fan fiction that was written in Fangirl. And I'm excited. Okay, Mara Dyer. Does anybody know what this is about? Because I know it's supposed to be creepy or something, but I don't know. Yeah, that's all I know. Okay, so, I don't necessarily read contemporary novels very often. And I mean, I don't read them. Like, I just don't read them. I have read like 3. 2 of them are by Rainbow Rowell. The other one, well, all of the John Green books. Yeah, that's it. And then I guess you can consider Rebel Belle, sort of, but it's kind of fantasy. I don't know. So I don't really read contemporary novels, but Lola and the French Kiss, Anne and the French Kiss, Lola and the Boy Next Door, and Isla and the Happily Ever After are supposed to be like amazing and the greatest books in the world and stuff like that, or the greatest contemporary novels in the world. So I'm hoping to eventually read them or buy them or something, just so I can have the idea of reading them, even if I don't. I have the opportunity to. So, moving on. Okay, so, I say so a lot. I need to stop this. Trials of Apollo by Rick Riordan is coming out in like May, I think. It's coming out sometime within the first 6 months of 2016. And it is with Percy Jackson and all of those other people. Well, I'm assuming it's with all of the others, but, you know. So, Percy, I think, is a full-grown adult. And Apollo is cast out of the thing. He's no longer a god. And he goes to Percy for help because Apollo is now basically a demigod. And he does not know how to do any of this stuff. And Percy Jackson's like the best demigod of all time. So, of course he would go to him. And there's like this entire, like, I think it's going to be a trilogy, probably. Or it might be another 5 books. I mean, it's Percy Jackson. You never know. 15 Percy Jackson books. How am I supposed to keep up with all of the names? I swear I'm going to have more money put into Rick Riordan himself than the money that's on my bookshelf. Okay, so other than that, I always reread a few books every year. I have read the Hunger Games trilogy like 3 times or something. So I want to continue that and actually own the second and third one because I only actually own the first one and it's one of my favorite series ever. And then I also want to reread the Harry Potter, whatever you want to series, Harry Potter books, all of them. I am currently in need of 2 of them. That's it. I need The Prisoner of Azkaban and The Goblet of Fire. So that's currently all I am in need of. I have all of the other ones, and once I get all of those, I hope to read all of them. So other than that, I have a large amount of books that I want to read. There were 16, but in reality there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah, I have about 30 books in my list that I've mentioned today that I for sure want to read this year, and that's out of my goal of 60, so I think I will make it there, I hope. And then there's also the whole, I want to reread the Percy Jackson series because I now own them and I can read them whenever I want. So I'm getting really excited about this, and I am going to go read on my phone now because fan fictions are great instead of reading, you know, all 30 books that are on the books I want to read in 2016. Yeah. Don't look at me like that. It's rude. Oh, also in this video, the books that I want to read are in no particular order. They're just random, like there's no particular rhyme or reason for the way that they are placed. This was just the order that I thought of them in. I tried to do ones that I actually own first, and then the ones that I don't, you know. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have read any of these books and or want to read any of these books, you should comment below saying which ones and if they are good and or if you liked them or whatever you think about these books without giving spoilers, because spoilers are bad. Bad, bad, bad. I know because I've been spoiled for many a book series. It's kind of like I have to keep telling myself that somebody is not going, like, while I was reading the Harry Potter series, I kept having to tell myself, well, Harry's not going to die because there's like 6 other books. Oh, there's 5 other books, there's 4 other books. And then in the last book, it was like, well, now he could die. Yeah, I'm going to leave now before I start rambling on about how much I love some book series. So yeah, goodbye!
This has been a video by The Little White Bookshelf. Thank you for watching and subscribe.